everybody. Welcome to a Quickie with Miss B. I'm Miss B, and on the other side of the glass is John. And you know what today is? Today is... Really, John? It's Fabulous Friday. Ignore the goat noise.
I don't have any sound effects, she says. So I had a choice. We can do the...
Not a sound effect.
Okay. All right, here. Okay. It's... Fabulous Friday! How was that?
Thank you.
I like the original one better.
You just like the goat or the sheep or whatever it is. Oh my gosh. All this week we're talking about That's a Fail. And if you missed any of the previous episodes, please go back and check them out. And as always, thanks so much for joining us.
Yes, it's been an interesting week thus far.
Mm-hmm.
I was smoking. That's it. That's all.
So today we're going to talk about trying to walk while you drink alcohol.
Yeah, that's not going to work very well for a lot of people. Especially by like the fifth or sixth drink. Walking just seems optional. It just seems like...
Yeah.
And it never is, it just, I've had a few bad moments. It never seemed nearly as bad as it when you look back. Now, I've been on video a couple of times, actually with your husband. It did not seem nearly as gnarly as it did when I went back and looked at it. And you're like, I wasn't that bad. Well, who's that? That'd be you. No, that guy's in. Oh, that is me. Okay, yeah. Okay. Wow. Wow, the chair didn't even move and I still fell out of it, huh? Just jumped right up there and bit me, didn't it? Wow. Is that a chair on wheels? Oh, no, a stationary. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, it was a recliner. Still fell out of it. Okay. All right. Yeah, okay. It happens,
Well, I remember one particular time that me and my ex went out for Halloween, because, it was the thing to do when you're younger. So we went to the bar and we were celebrating Halloween, and we were both dressed up in costumes, and I don't remember what he was dressed up as, but I was dressed up as a cowboy. I had the cowboy boots on and the whole shebang. And so it's time to go home, and I had a bit too much to drink.
Wearing cowboy boots.
Yes. So, and the place that we came out of, the whole street and sidewalk at that time, I think, was brick.
Cobblestone.
So his name is,
Cobblestone.
Yeah. And so I'm trying to be very, like I can handle my stuff and I got this. Very confident.
On round rocks full of cracks all over, yeah, and heels. There you go.
Cowboy boots.
Yeah.
And, so I'm walking along. I'm thinking, hey, I'm not doing so bad, But I'm weaving and bobbing. I can't walk a straight line, and he's trying to help me. And the more he's trying to help me, the worse off that it is because, it's like, get away from me. I can do this. I'm a big girl. Yep. I am walking, and the next thing I know, I'm not walking. I'm doing the splits. And now I'm wondering, literally, I was in the splits.
In cowboy boots. That's awesome.
Yeah.
On cobblestone, that means your heels are going to lock in those little cracks.
Ta-da.
Tuesday.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, how in the heck am I going to get out of this predicament? So I'm trying to wiggle my boots and get them out of the, cracks that they're now stuck in, the heel part. Well, that's not working. Finally, I just decided, well, this ain't working. Plan B. Took off my cowboy boots. Do you know how hard it is to get your cowboy boots off when you're drunk and in the splits?
Oh, I'll bet it's pretty difficult because cowboy boots are like gloves.
I find freaking wrestling with those suckers. Finally get them off. And I just decided to get up and start walking to the car, and I left my boots.
So now he's got to carry your boots for you. Boy, this is special.
I'll make it back to the car, and I decide, well, I need to put my boots back on. And he's like, that's not a really good idea. No, I can handle this. So you know how you are sitting on the seat of the car, and the car door is open, and you got your feet out there on the ground, and I put my boots on. Well, I went a little bit too far forward and almost did a somersault.
You capsized. With a boot half on in your hands. Upside down, ass over tea kettle.
Jumped up and looked at him and said, I meant to do that.
Ta-da! Tuesday. It'll be a big hit one day. Trust me.
So, 5 minutes later, I finally got my boots on, finally got into the car, and finally went on my way home. And needless to say, the next day when he told me all this, boy, he was not happy with me.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because he had to be the sober one.
Now, did you remember a lot of it? Or did you?
I did.
Or did you wake up in the middle of someone's living room floor while someone looks at you and, morning, look who's up?
I did remember doing the splits. However, I didn't remember smashing my knee on the cobblestone because the next day when I woke up, I'm like, my knee really hurts. And so I looked down at my knee, and there's a nice giant-sized bruise.
How did that get there? Let me tell you. Let's have a cup of coffee, and I'll tell you all about you. Should be a fun story. You were so fun.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it went.
Yeah,
and I never did that again.
Till Vegas.
Well, that was years later, and that was shoes. But that's a different story. We need to take a break back in a moment. Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to A Quickie with Miss B. If you missed the first half of the episode, please go back and check that out. Well, this week we've been talking about That's a Fail, and today we're talking about, trying to walk and drink and whatnot,
I've had a few special ones. One there's a couple of them. There's one that you love, Daisy Dukes, but I'm not doing that one again because it's scary and it makes me nervous. But I do remember a very particular time that I've had a couple of moments where, there's a place here called the Old Port. It's in Portland, the Old Port. Very popular for getting hammered. Yeah. Also has cobblestones. The whole thing's cobblestone. So it's like a fun place to watch people fall down and just eat it. Because people fall down on the cobblestones all the time. Yeah. I'm smart and I don't walk in the street on the cobblestones. I walk on the brick sidewalks. But I had having a hard time. I was pretty hammered. I'm pretty hammered. We're on a beer walk. You know what a beer walk is? When you go walk around to the different bars. And you have beers. Pub crawl, beer walk, whatever. So we're in the midst of it. I'm starving. So I leave the pub crawl.
Yeah.
All right. And I go into this place. I'm so surprised that everybody else was so surprised that I got away with everything. But I walk into this place, and I'm thinking it's on the pub crawl. Because I see people all over, and I'm thinking we're on the beer walk there. So I sit down, and they have a buffet there. But it's like an appetizer buffet. I'm so happy about it. I'm in there, and I tell the guy, yep, got to get that beer. I need that one beer. He's like, which one was it? I said, I don't know, whatever the one is. And I hold my hand up. because I'm stamped. I need my beer. He's like, well, just tell me which one you want. And I'm like, oh, okay. We weren't allowed to pick. They already had beers pre-planned for it, So I just picked my beer, and I pick a beer, and I'm like, awesome, dude. Thank you. Hey, this has been great. And I get up, and I'm so hammered now, I can hardly even walk. And I stumble back to my group. Still not arrested. Now, people might be wondering, why aren't you arrested? Because I just dined and dashed. I don't know that I dined. I don't know that I dined and dashed, but I did dine and dash because this is not on the beer walk, and that food wasn't free, and the beer he gave me, I don't know, it was like $8. So I'm into this guy for like $30, but I'm thinking this is awesome. You pay one fee, you get whatever I want. And I'm now traveling sideways. I have no idea. I'm walking forward. I'm walking forward, but I'm facing I'm walking in the sidewalk sideways. So I'm walking at kind of an angle, and I get to the wall. I'm like, wow, man, they got to widen these streets. And I get right off to the edge, and I'm almost ready to fall asleep. I'm like, man. I remember going, why is this so narrow? It's a full size. I just keep walking like a zigzag. I go extreme on the wall, over, wow, I'm on the street, up, extreme in the wall, wow. Cop stops us. You all right there, pal? I'm like, I'm not driving. He's like, I understand that. That's one charge. There's another charge, too. So what did I do? He says, well, there's one called public drunkenness. Now, we understand you walk from places to place, and we appreciate you walking, So, you're not driving and being drunk and all that. Appreciate it, but you do need to know when to cut it off. Mm-hmm. So, as we come back around, everyone's got control of me now. We come back around, and as we do, this guy steps out. He's like, there you are. I knew you were going to come back. We got to finish this. And I'm like, who is this? He's like, remember me? Well, it was the cool guy that gave me the buffet and the beer. It would appear it wasn't free. And it wasn't included. So my group, very nice group, by the way, because I spent all my money on the beer walk or pub crawl or whatever it's called. And I got no more money, so they all chipped in together, and it was very, they put in $2 or $3 a piece. Everyone chipped in, paid off my bill there, and then of course the lady who's there walking around with us, she's like, the food isn't free. If there's food, don't touch. I'm like, yeah, okay, I need you to say that 100 times. Thanks a lot, I appreciate that. Yeah, apparently I drunk walked sideways, left and right, left and right, left and right. Stopped off and dined and dashed. Didn't know I was dining and dashing. Then didn't have any money and everyone else paid. So yeah, it was a
You're lucky.
Fun night. And got stopped for a cop for walking crooked. I mean, seriously, I wasn't driving. Apparently we have charges for that too.
Walking while intoxicated.
Apparently, that is a charge. You can be drunk. You can be drunk and walking, but then if you become overly drunk, they call it public intoxication. Mm-hmm. They charge you for that, and you're like, it's a pub crawl beer walk. It involves drinking beer and walking. After several, the walking becomes, let's just say, more difficult. I thought everybody knew that. Apparently I was having a little more trouble. I was, of course, finishing my beer in a rather, let's just say, quick clip. Everybody else is like, beer, and they're all sitting around laughing and giggling. I fire that thing down and go, where's the next ones? Can we go to the next one now? No? Gotta wait? Okay, great. So we're waiting.
I can't believe that. I have never heard of that. Getting a ticket or whatever for
apparently you're not supposed to drink and drive. You're not supposed to drink and walk. Maybe that's why they call it a pub crawl. Maybe you're supposed to get drunk and crawl, but I think public crawling is probably considered intoxication.
You'll probably get a ticket for that too.
So, do you roll down the street? How do you get drunk and not drive, but still get from point A to point B? I figured as long as it didn't involve me hitting anybody or doing anything, I was fine. But apparently not.
Nope.
And that's it for Friday. Fabulous Friday.
Have a fabulous Friday, everyone.